Hey, what's up guys? I got a review for you today. The new TSI Threshold. This is the Dan Holm signature deck. Means it's 21 inches long, unlike the other two decks, which are either 20.6 or 20. So I love that they come in that length. Well, actually I shouldn't say that because they don't come in that length. Only a few of these are made in the entire world. So I feel pretty legit for that. You know. So I'm just mostly going to be doing the review of the Threshold, not just the Dan Holm part, because most of you guys don't have that. But everything about it is amazing, pretty much. The welds, they're perfect on there, especially the front. Welds all the way across. Don't see any problems with them. I love that it has a perfectly square bottom. That's amazing for me. I've been waiting for someone to do that for forever. Someone finally did it. Of course it was TSI, because Rider owns legit. Grind rails, I never liked how companies would do that. That annoyed the shit out of me. They would just they'd have a perfectly boxed deck. They'd make a grind rail, which would make the grind space a lot skinnier, so it would be harder to do grinds. All you gotta do is take those away. Don't get it. But everything on this deck seems a lot easier to me, even though it's about half a pound heavier than my Addict Alex Peasley that I had last. And my vert skills have definitely gotten better since this is a Dan Holm vert deck. I love shredding bulls, because I love bulls. The only problem I really have with this deck, well, actually, there are just a couple, but they're really small things that you should not really worry about. Yeah, I just don't like that, the dropouts are really strong, but I just don't like how they're so strong and rooted in their place that once you get the wheel in there, tighten everything up, and after you get as high as it can possibly be without, breaking it, it still is not totally tight, so you can't get 100% dialed. But it's still very dialed. I might show you here a little bit. Not sure if I will or not, because lighting everywhere else is not so great. I mean, a little studio here. I'll show you. Yeah, not bad. Got good backlight going on. You know. There you go. Hopefully you can't see the table there, I don't know. I'm not looking at the camera. But in the brake, they redesigned the brake, the flex fender brake. It's still the same flex fender, same metal, same strength, which is really nice. I love it. I don't see it breaking anytime soon. Knock on wood. But they made it with 2 slits instead of holes for the axles. So that way you can adjust the brake to your wheel size, making for whatever kind of brake you want. It's perfect. I love it. Great idea. TSI is a genius. Nose blunts. Amazing. I've never gotten a nose blunt, a legit nose blunt anyway, on any other deck. The first time I went to a park with this deck, I was getting nose blunts on coping. It was the best, every time. So you got that to look forward to if you get one. Near nose blunts, which is a really fun trick. One other thing that I don't really like, which they could improve, is I think they should make these totally square. Make for way easier overcrooks, nose blunts, whatever. You know, especially also on the back. Because one thing I got to disagree with Matt Summers' review on this is that you don't have ice pick for days. You know, if you want to get something to really lock in on there, you can't really do it on coping either. They're about as ice pickable as a district. Got the same width from that. If I compare it to district, you see they're exact same things, might actually be a little bit smaller for ice picks. And you can't fit a peg on there. But if you're just doing double pegs and shit like that, you really don't need to. I've done double pegs on coping with this all the time. Definitely pretty easy. Don't need a back peg. Front peg maybe for Smiths, but if they just made that totally square, You wouldn't need a peg for Smiths either. It's just an amazing deck. You should definitely get one. About $200. Good luck finding. You're not going to get a Dan Holm one though. They don't make them. They might someday, but they don't right now. Something else they updated with the V2 against the V1. Since this is the V2, they also updated the spacers. So you have integrated spacers right in there. I'm not sure if they're glued in there. I think they are. I'm not really 100% sure on that. Just glued right into the holes, make them perfect. One problem I had with it was getting the headset in. The headset bearings were a bitch to get in. Like, they were really hard, but once you get them in there, oil them up a little bit, spin great. You know, no problems with that now. Just when you first put it in. And I'll show you a dial check. So again, can't be 100% dial, but once you're riding it, it's definitely solid. You won't be able to hear any rattle or anything. So, get it. Get on that shit.